Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Eggy Teaches Fighting Games and our last game here for this series.
Really? This is going to be our last one?
Yes, this is the last game for this series.
Alright, welcome kids. Class is in session.
Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Alright.
As the summer winds down here, so does this series.
Awesome. Next summer we should,
Your player 2.
I do not have control. Control? Question mark?
We'll figure it out.
Alright. Next summer we should do 3D fighters.
Okay. Why?
I don't know, just because this is an anime fighter. We did like Street Fighter like fighters and shit like MVC, and I guess the next logical one would be 3D fighters.
Zero mortal plan.
Who do you want?
Krillin. Trunks.
No holding back then.
And then, Vegeta.
Let the show begin.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, do some nice islands.
Okay. So, I don't know if anybody here watched Evo, but this game is hype when played at a high level.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking OTKs on the regular, extremely high combos, all that shit. Once this gets loaded here, we're going to go over the basics of it.
What is OTK?
One-touch kills.
Oh, shit.
Basically, it means you landed one hit and you comboed it into a kill.
Shit.
Control.
Press options. There we go.
There you go. Okay. So, this game is actually very fucking, like, it's a little too simplistic for me.
Right.
I'm not insulting anybody who plays it or anything, because I can't do the high-level shit that I've seen people do. Part of the reason is because it's got such simple inputs that I want it to be more complex than it is. So, you got your 5 button, you got your 4 buttons, right?
Right.
But it's really more of a 3-button fighter.
Gotcha.
So you got your light, your medium, and your heavy.
Uh-huh.
But then your X button, because we're playing on PS4, or your bottom button for anything else, is is whatever your projectile is. So Krillin's, yeah. You can't mash Krillin's.
Yeah.
What else you got? So that's the basic like way you hit. So you got medium. No, you got. Okay, Colin. We're not. Just calm your shit down. It's not funny. We got your lights. You got your mediums. You got your heavies. And then you got your projectile on X. That's just the basic buttons. Now, you've also got Super Dash, which is trigger, but really all that is your projectile and your heavy button at the same time.
Gotcha.
Then you got your Dragon Rush, which is your right bumper, but really all that is your light and your medium at the same time. Then you got
oh, okay. That's weird.
Then you got others. You got 2 other things. You got charging, which is on projectile and light. That charges your meter. And then you got vanish, which is your medium and your heavy, which vanishes you behind the person. What other basic controls are there? Oh, switching. So this is a team-based fighter, right?
Okay.
So you got 3 characters, very similar to MVC 3 or MVC 2.
Gotcha.
and you can switch in the same way you do in both of those games. So it's not just one button press. You have to hold it. You can switch in that way. The left trigger is the bottom one, and the left bumper is the top one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
If you just tap those, each character comes in and has an assist. Unlike the other game, unlike MVC2 and MVC3, these assists are standard for the character.
Gotcha.
You don't get to choose like which type of assist you want. It's just what it is. But you can also switch in very easily by just doing forward and one of the buttons. So if you do forward and the first button, and forward and the second button, you can just switch in immediately.
Oh, okay.
More about maneuverability. Dashes in this game, you don't really have to be concern yourself about wave dashing, because if you dash forward, you just keep dashing forward pretty much. Like, you can make it across the screen with that dash forward, so...
Yeah.
Like, no problem. Dash back just is a regular dash back, although it does give you a bit more distance than in a lot of games. You got jumps. You also got double jumps. You also have air dashes. So you can do that. You also have super jumps, which is just down, up. And then you can, you know, do whatever you want out of that. Like, dash or do another double jump. But something important to keep in mind is that after you've done a double jump, you can't dash, and after you've dashed, you can't do a double jump.
Okay, I gotcha.
I think that's it for basic. Oh wait, no, one more thing to think about is you've got a thing up there. You see that little
lightning bolt?
Lightning bolt that's
Yeah.
sparking. The way that you activate that is by hitting all 4 buttons at the same time, and the easiest way to do that is by hitting both the trigger and the bumper of the right trigger and right bumper at the same time. Sparking gives you, it makes your health regenerate, and it changes your moves so that some of them combo into each other when they normally wouldn't. And that's about it there. Is there a way to just return to neutral? There's so much in this. I don't think that there is a way to just return to neutral. Trading settings. Let me just make sure that Sparking Blast... Yeah, so that'll just recover after we're done, after it fades out. Okay, now you've also got your specials, right?
Right.
And they're done in... Oh, why is your... Your sparking didn't recover. I don't know why.
Maybe.
Whatever.
Yep.
It doesn't matter.
Fine.
We're not going over like combos with sparking or anything today, anyways. So, what was I just saying? Okay, so you've got specials. So obviously you've got your normals, and some characters Yeah. So some characters have command normal. So this is Kid Boo's regular medium.
Right.
And then his forward medium is that. Also, you should know that your down heavy is always a launcher.
Okay.
So like you tried on me, always a launcher. It's
Gotcha.
always going to do that on down heavy. Then you've got your special moves, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're done pretty consistently. Pretty much they're only done with Hadokens. That's
Okay.
pretty much the only way that you do your specials. Backwards and forwards both. So like, here's Kid Boo's forward. His backward, if you jump for me.
There we go.
It's that. It's an anti-air grab. But also medium and light typically just do the same attack,
Okay.
but in a different like what's the word I'm looking for? In a different power or different length.
Okay. Yeah. I gotcha.
And then you've also got like the X button does different supers. So that's my forward Hadoken super. That was...
It's mine. Yeah.
This is my backwards Hadoken super. But if I jump and do that, it's a Kamehameha. Then the other thing to know is your regular specials, like this, you can use them on heavy as well, and they do more damage and they combo more typically. However, they use a gauge, they use a bar.
Gotcha.
So if you do this, it uses a bar as opposed to this, which doesn't. Of course, if you mash X, not me, you can see that a lot of characters have this multiple key blast thing, right? Now, start mashing X. You can get through them with a super dash. Keep going. Keep mashing X.
Okay.
So we can... And the key blasts don't do anything to you if you're doing a super dash. So they're not invulnerable projectiles like a Hadouken would be.
Okay, gotcha.
Something else to keep in mind, just as you're trying to learn new characters and whatnot, if you haven't had a lot of time to practice them, something to keep in mind is your forward Hadouken X is typically a long range, a long range like Kamehameha type blast. So let me just, oops, sorry, I hit the wrong button. I'm used to Marvel vs. Capcom and I wanted to switch. So, like for instance, Goku Black, Kamehameha. I wanted to switch. There we go. What else is there to talk about here? So yeah, you've got your mashing X does these weird combo things. Was that your X?
That was my triangle.
Okay, try X. Yeah, some people... And none of this is constant with any character.
No.
It's just typically you'll get at least a 2-hit combo. For Trunks, it appears to just be a 1-hit blast.
Yeah.
Keep mashing it. Keep mashing it. I want to see if... Since it's 1 hit, I want to see if... I want to see if the super dash can go through it. It's really hard to time when there's... Yeah, so super dash can go through it. But anyways, so now we're going to get into a little bit of the nitty-gritty. Not a lot, because that's for next episode. But we got to talk about the mash combos. So this game, it's...
Notorious.
Kind of well, not notorious. A lot of people like it. But its kind of biggest thing is it's got mash combos. So when you mash square, you get a basic combo with your character. When you mash triangle, you get a different basic combo with your character. That always ends in a 1-bar super. When you mash circle, it's only a very small combo, oftentimes more used to get into like aerial stuff. The trick is combining your things like this. So that was very basic. Basically all I did there was do the first 2 hits of the heavy combo, and then I went into lights and mediums.
Okay.
That's all I did there. And then you can, of course, do things like that. Get into specials. You can do things like that, you know. And you can combo those into supers, which, now that we've talked about the basic mash combo, I'll talk about supers real quick. They're pretty much typically always activated with R1 and R2. I don't think that there's anyone in the game who doesn't have it, and it's just Hadoukens on those.
Gotcha.
So for instance, there's that one. That was just forward Hadouken R1. I've got another one when I'm jumping and do forward Hadouken R1, which is that. And then, everyone has a 3-bar super, everybody in the game, and it's typically done on backwards Hadouken, either right trigger or right bumper. And that's the kind of super that gets you into these big animations, all anime-like.
All anime-like, yep.
Yeah, so other than that, something to keep in mind is there are some moves that you will do during these mash combos that you physically, like, can't pull out anywhere else.
Okay.
For instance, well, actually, wait, let me see. I don't remember if there's any with Kid Buu that you can't pull out anywhere else. But I know that there are some moves that, like, just don't happen by themselves and are only within the mash combo. Like, that might be.
That was just light into heavy.
Well, just hit light.
Oh, just hit light?
Yeah, when mash combos is literally just one button. That was all square.
Yeah, it's all square.
Yeah, so I don't think that... I think that last hit of your square mash combo might not be doable without that.
I don't think so.
Try all of your specials. Like, give me a Hadoken. Okay, nope. Give me backwards Hadoken.
Yep.
Nope. Give me... Yeah, I'm assuming that's in the air. Do it again. Keep doing it. I'm assuming that'll catch me in the air. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
but it's not the move that we're looking at. Try an SRK.
Huh?
Sure you can.
Oh,
SRK. Nope, that's still just a Hadoken. So, yeah. So like, that's the perfect example. If you mash square again, you see that last hit is only doable in the mash combo.
Yeah.
It can't be activated anywhere else. Which, for me personally, frustrates me. I like it when my moves are my moves and I have to activate them all and I know what I'm doing, you know?
Yeah.
Rather than I'm mashing into a certain thing. But you know what? It's fine. It's not my personal favorite style. Doesn't make it a bad game. Obviously, it's not a bad game. It was the most signed up game at EVO. But, other than that, yeah, you're going to be doing a lot of the same stuff you do in Marvel vs. Capcom. Calling in your assists, calling in your switches to extend your combos, and using that mash combo effectively, and all that jazz. You also got to get into how sparking affects and whatnot, but we'll talk about that later, because I think that's about all we need to talk about for this. So yeah. That's Dragon Ball FighterZ basics in a nutshell. The key is then figuring out how to use all those basics to your advantage. One more thing, real quick. I think this game also has air blocks. So attack, like do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, we got air blocks. So you know, it's a typical anime fighter, more or less. That's a helpful thing. The Vanish is helpful.
What was vanishing again?
The Vanish is medium and heavy at the same time.
Oh, medium and heavy. Okay, I was supposed to... There you go.
So there you go. And yeah. It can be a lot of fun. It can also be a lot of not fun when someone is literally just wailing on your character in a combo and you can't physically get out of it. Which happens.
A lot.
But that's probably not going to happen with us. So,
probably not.
That's all for today. Tune in next time where we're going to be talking about how to string some of these things together and make actual combos and whatnot. Bye!
See you later, guys. Class is out of session.